Hello, my delicious co-creators. Lilou here on the beautiful island of Maui in Hawaii with delicious Kutira. Hello.
Aloha. This is so nice, and thank you for having Lilou here in our place.
Oh, I'm excited. Thank you for hosting me and the Juicy Living Tour to come here in this beautiful space. It's very nurturing. I very much enjoy my time here. We're all the way up north in Maui, next to Haiku, really. Yeah. How do you call this land?
It's the area of Huelo. And we are on the North Shore, right at where the sun rises. You know, most of the people, when they come to Maui, they go where the sun sets. But we are where the sun rises.
And this is a very, very special land. The energy here is really pristine, magnificent. And I want to acknowledge you for that, because you had a huge vision. As you can hear, Kutira has also an accent. She's from Switzerland. And you have done so many things. You've been a tantra teacher for 20 years. You wrote a delicious book that is coming out very soon, The Lightness. And you have record labels. I mean, this and this and this and that. And this land is really magnificent. So tell us, when was really your wake-up call? When did you decide to make this shift and make this happen? I mean, this is like out of nowhere. You are a queen of manifestation.
Well, thank you. Well, the wake-up calls can come at any time of your life and our lives. Mine came very early, in my early 20s, growing up in Switzerland, very structural parents and, you know, Swiss.
And the German side?
On the German side. And my wake-up call came to India. When I found spiritual teachers in India, they really, really inspired me, and I got excited to find out more about spirituality, which was not quite fulfilled in the Swiss teaching and or culture. Of course, it's there as well, but I couldn't find it in my early 20s. And that sparked me and took me on a journey in the early 70s. And I had many different spiritual masters. And finally, in the end, in 1985, I came here to the land and created my vision of a spiritual artistic community.
This is really magnificent, because it really shows one's courage to step out of kind of like the matrix we were born into, to really create a heaven on earth. I mean, you've created that for yourself. You've been very adventurous, because you went very young, at an early age. I mean, what happened there? What was the base of that spirituality? What was the thing that you've understood there that really started sparking you and directing you in this whole new path?
You know, the first time when I went to Asia, actually, I wanted to go there when I was 18 years old, but my parents literally freaked out and say, you can go anywhere, but we're not letting you go to India. And then when they said anywhere, I took it to the extreme and say, okay, if I cannot go this direction, then I go this direction. And I came, when I was 18, to America for the first time, to just travel in America. But that was not quite it. And as soon as I passed 20, you had to be 20 in order to apply for a passport and really travel. I went to India. There was that calling that really, and when I went into the temples, and for the first time I saw the union of man and woman, and so that sexuality was part of some of their spiritual teaching, that really clicked in me, because that was a missing piece I couldn't get in our Judeo-tradition Christian upbringing of like that sexuality is sacred. And that really blazed the path of like, wow, what is this about, to embody your spirituality? Not just, you know, from here up, you know, it's like really living it, living juicy, right? But, and finding out, and that took me on the journeys, and I found luckily great master, one of my greatest inspiration, and he's dead for many years, but was Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, known later on as Osho. So I became a disciple of Osho, and I'm really grateful up to these days of all the insights and the teaching I got. And then I had other teachers, many, many teachers, and that made me who I am. We are all teachers. You're a teacher, I'm a teacher, you're a teacher. We are all teachers. It's just about living it and finding that wisdom within and owning it, embodying it. That is really what's important.
Tell us about that sacred sexual energy that is running through our body, and I guess we can allow it to flow fully to become the full manifestors and God and goddesses that we're supposed to be, or that we are.
Well, it probably just starts of first reframing your mind of knowing that sexuality is sacred, sexuality is beautiful, and sensuality, sexuality is part of our birthright, and that we have to educate it and we have to cultivate it, and not just, like doing it and not knowing what we are doing. And it starts in an early age of giving the people the right education about how to cultivate sexual energy. And then you can bring that sexual energy into an awareness. And that is really the path of awakening. And of course, there are many paths, but...
I have a question regarding that sexual energy, because we all have temptations in this life around us, and yet we're committed to partners or have a certain path. And how do you actually use that energy? How do you redirect that energy so that it can be useful? Because this is a powerful energy for the creation, for the manifestation. I mean, as a queen manifestation, I'm sure there is a secret here that you must share with us.
I can only say that is the path of the heart. Everything goes through the heart. The heart is your transformation station. Is it for sexual energy, or is it energy to manifest? If your emotional heart is not part of creating it, it's not going anywhere. It's like you can have the best fast car, a Ferrari, whatever. If you don't put gasoline in, that car doesn't move. It's your heart who has to have the willingness to be open and to be loving and kind.
But can you transform that from sexual energy to power?
Well, there is not one energy, power or sexual energy. It's all fused.
Yeah.
It's just, do you make use of your sexual energy in a very sacred way? And using it with beautiful tantric practices such as breathing practices, awareness, meditation. And of course you need a beautiful partner, a partner you can really connect with. And that helps.
Yeah.
Like
Raphael?
Yes, I'm very, very happy to be married for over 20 years in a beautiful relationship with my husband, and we have certainly deepened our experience and learning with each other and through each other and seeing the divine in each other. And literally you see the divine in everything. I can see the divine in you as you see the divine in me. Yeah. And that really opens the heart.
Beautiful. And you have all those temples here. How is it? What does it take to create sacred space? Because I saw the movie and the whole the history of this land here, and there was nothing at the beginning. And you've learned to listen to the land and to listen to something deeper, because what your mind wanted to create just didn't last very long, did it? And then the temples came. And
well, when I became a disciple or a sannyas at the early age of 20, I changed my name. I got a new name, and in the beginning when I got the name Kutira, I was not so thrilled, because I thought, wow, like Kutira, who can pronunciate it, and what does it mean? And Osho gave me a really nice description of, says, Kutira means temple. Maprem Kutira, temple of love. Your body is a temple, but sometimes you have to really drop that gestalt completely so the new gestalt can emerge. So I thought everything was about this temple. So it took me on a really journey of explore my own body temple. That's why probably I became then a tantra teacher. It was all about, explore my body. And then on a certain point in my life, I realized that is just one of the temple. Who is the biggest temple of all is our mother, Mother Earth. Mother Earth is the temple my temple is built upon. And when I realized that Mother Earth is the temple who hosts me, I saw suddenly everywhere temples. I saw her so sacred that I wanted to only create sacred places. Beauty in the eyes of the beholder. I wanted to see the mother be honored with temples. So temple for me is simply a translation of Kutira, of treating things with sacredness, with awareness, with compassion. And if I can treat my own body with that love, there is no separation. We are all interconnected. There's not only my body and your body. The larger body is the Gaia, the mother. And that is the connectedness. And through creating sacred space with temples, even my house I want to treat like a temple. I want to feel like a temple when I come here, or wherever, when you come in your room where you stay. Every room here in our Maui retreat has a little altar, an altar of reference, an altar of remembering everything is sacred, no matter what.
Beautiful. And you have this passion for bamboos. Huh? There is bamboo actually right here, and this is so awesome. If you come to Maui, you have to come and see this. There's the first bamboo, bamboo house, right?
Yes.
Agreed. Permit.
Yeah. When I was traveling in the early age in Asia, I came across of many of the bamboo structures, and I was always wondering, how are they able to build with bamboo? Of course, coming from Switzerland, everything's squeaky clean and built very, very code-wise and everything. I was always intrigued by that lumber, but thought, that's not a lumber of the West. That just belongs to Asia. Now, through all the years of studying and finding out, that could potentially be, or maybe it is, the answer to how we can support our environment, our mother, of literally surviving healthy. It's like when we shift our intake of food because we become sick and we suddenly see, oh, that food, that white sugar here is making me sick. Okay, let's cut out the white sugar and replace it. It's never about not having it. It's about replacing and doing better. I realized that our lumber industry, who just cuts down the rainforest, on a certain point will come to stop. All our natural resources are only that much, and then it comes to a stop. Now, we need to figure out how we can replace those natural resources with something which makes sense. The bamboo is, I'm passionate about.
We can see that. Oh la la, the juice is up.
The bamboo, it belongs to the grass family, and the earth, look at the mother, like she wears a cloth, a nice robe, a nice dress. The mother wears her dress in the beauty of the trees, of the flowers, of what we feed off, right? We get our food from. And so the grass who covers the earth, the soil, is so important, because that lets her have healthy soil. Now, when we go in and we cut everything down, what happens? We really literally rape her. And erosion happens, and the soil is bare and nothing grows, no more healthy food. With the bamboo, which belongs to the grass family, doesn't take 30 years like a redwood or whatever, grows very fast, not only it's like the vacuum cleaner of our cleaning up of our carbon footprint. It's not only doing that, it also has the root system who replenish the earth and grows very fast. You cut it down, and if you build and grow the right lumber of bamboo, you can build houses. Actually, I just got a week ago a picture of a house which was built in Bhutan with bamboo. And Bhutan has lots of bamboo, but they build very traditionally. And they come to a place where they now see, well, if our government has put 70% into protecting our biodiversity, our forest, and population is growing, well, what are we going to do now? They need to go back to the resources which are readily available and healthy. So that is really an answer for our beautiful earth. And the bamboo can used as bamboo charcoal. We can use it for cleaning up the water. There is so many things. And in my book, I have a whole chapter on that, because I believe that this is an answer to create a soil and a healthy environment for our children.
And you call it Ecosoul. Can you tell us the definition of this Ecosoul?
Yes, Ecosoul for me is when the book is about the awakening of the Ecosoul. I truly believe if we awaken that part within us who is connected and knows we are connected with everything around us, awakens the Ecosoul, that part where nobody has to tell you, hey, you cannot just put that trash over there, or you can't really go and just let the water run forever. We have a little bit a limit here. Nobody has to tell you that, because that consciousness that is awakened in you. So you are suddenly fully empowered, the awakening of the Ecosoul, and you care. You will not let the water run because you're not under the shower. Because 1 cup of coffee is not just the coffee you drink, the water is in. In my book, I have a table in it and say how much water is a cup of coffee. Most of the people say 6 ounces, or 3 deciliter. No, it's 140 liters. 37 gallon, because you have to grow the coffee bean, you have to clean the coffee bean, you have to ship the coffee bean. That's all the resources, the energy resources needed in order to you drink your coffee. Mm-hmm. And that is the awareness.
That's the embodiment, really, of it all, recognizing ourselves in that. Because otherwise, you were just fixing it or doing it for just, it's not enough. That's not enough. That's not where we're at right now.
And if I tell you, hey, Lilou, you have to do that, you have to do this, immediately you will have no, who is she telling me what to do? No. Yeah. So the only thing what I can do, I can educate you, I can tell you what I know, what I have learned, I can tell you about how important it is to awaken your entire body, including sexuality, including who you are, and then recognizing that it's not just who you are, it's who we are. Yeah. It's the we, it's that consciousness that we belong together. And honestly, if you think you can save the world all by yourself, try it. It's us. It's you, it's us, we as a collective. Mm-hmm. And we can only do it with the awakening of the Ecosoul. That's that awakening in the heart. And it will be perfect, because it's not too late. It's not too late. Mm-hmm. But we have to take a stand in doing it. And I have done it, since I'm just, you see me here around, I do everything.
Yeah, you're very much at it. You're not just meditating, and though you meditate, and you're very much about the power of now and the presence of the now, and you speak a lot about it in your book. But you're at it. I mean, so how is your day built? How do you start meditating in the morning, and then you're just go, or you're waiting out for answers, or how is this whole dynamic working out for you?
Well, I will certainly go, but I do set my intentions. Yeah. I do really tune in and see what is it, what really serves not just this being here, what serves humanity. And I do believe with the manifestation of what we think, what we feel, how we act, that makes the sum, the larger sum. So everything what we do here, or if I inspire our young students, or if I write a book, I don't just want to write the book for the sake of writing a book. I have a message. And I really, truly believe we all deserve to live in paradise. We all deserve to give our next generation a legacy they can be proud of us, that we as parents have thought it through carefully of what we pass on. I'm very, very grateful to my parents, to my mother, who taught me in the early age, about caring for the earth. I'm very grateful for all the teachers I had, of all what I learned, so I can pass it on when we hold retreats here, or when we travel, or even through our music. I hope you get a chance to talk to Raphael, but music is another way of communicating that feeling, that what makes life choosy living. Mm-hmm. Like you're doing it. You are taking the risk. You're traveling around. You're meeting all those people. And in all of us, and in you at home, is that kernel, that seed of choosy living. It's just about popping it, watering it, recognizing it, and take a stand. Really doing it. So yes.
We're plants too. I mean, we need water and nurturing, and the same as plants do.
Yeah. And then I have intention, holding them. Look, you are here. I'm at the point where I say, okay, I have done it for 20 years. I'm green. I'm a spiritual environmental activist. If somebody can talk about it, living it, really walking the talk, yes, I did it. So now I just really wait for the people who can find me, so I can go out and share it more. And I know it's coming. You are here. It's coming, because I'm really also very clear about, I don't like greenwashed. Greenwashed is like you do like it is green and it's not, because we don't have time to fiddle around. We really need to clean up that environment now.
I'm really moved, by your pioneering and by how you went out there as a woman to Asia and how you're making it happen, and seeing the land from the documentary where there was nothing and now here is everything. I mean, that must be so satisfying. This is a juicy life. You made it happen. You created your vision from the imaginary to the real. And what's your relationship with the non-physical? Did you tap in that? How is whether it's angels, God, the universe, entities, do you really call that in too for help, Mother Earth Spirit? You're moved.
I'm not doing it. I'm just the vessel. Yeah. I really, truly believe that I put myself into, please, God, Goddess, use me. Use me on this time on the earth. Tell me what to do. And the one thing I truly know, and I have learned it from my husband very well, it's listening to your heart. Honestly, if you take a moment and you put your hand on your heart and you listen deeply to what moves you, what kind of legacy you want to leave, what really makes you happy, there can only be good. There can only be juicy living. There can only be love.
That's it. Ba-ba boom! Juicy, my beautiful co-creators. I told you, boom! There it is, all those wonderful stories around the world. I'm so grateful to be sitting here with you. Thank you for opening your home to me, to us. Thank you for creating this beautiful space for the souls to come in and rest. Thank you.
Thank you to being here. And I just would also love for whoever sees that, first of all, thank you that you are making that possible, because I know without Lilou you wouldn't watch that video. So I'm really touched, and I know that Spirit is working on all of us. That's why we get to do that. I invite you to really go to our website and come and visit here if you would like to learn more. And also the movie which Lilou was referring to, we will have that up on Vimeo for everybody to watch, schools, everybody. It is a teaching video, and may it inspire you, and may you find something which really, really sparks in your heart, where you want to contribute to the greater vision of what life is about. Yahoo, go for it. Juicy living, like she says. Doodly-doo.
Yeah. How is it? What's the title, or what's going to be the name of the documentary on Vimeo?
The Dance of Earth and Spirit. Okay. The Dance of Earth and Spirit, and our website also will. If you actually just go the Dance of Earth and Spirit.com, you can see a little trailer on there, and then there will be the links to everything.
Thank you.
Thank you, and aloha.
Aloha, my beautiful co-creators. We send you tremendous love and beautiful energy from this power spot.
Me nakane nui ke kani aloha ka hula ka hiko ke kai e hula mai e hula mai e